You can play blues with just a few notes, but it's hard to play great blues without a great groove. In this lesson, we're going to get stuck into the groove of a cool slide riff in open E. Let's give it a listen. So let's start breaking this down. It really is all about the accents that we're putting in there rhythmically and dynamically. And what we're going to do is start this off with some purpose. We're going to really accent beat 1. And to do that, I'm going to push through with my thumb strings 6 and 5. All right, so both of those I'm pushing through with my thumb. And yes, this is sounding really aggressive, but I'm not using a ton of force. I'm nice and relaxed, and this sort of percussive sound that we're getting is really coming from pushing through and then immediately collapsing the palm and just kind of sitting down on top of the strings to mute them out. You got a nice little choppy staccato sound happening there, and it's really reminiscent of the thump, the thud of a kick drum. That's what we're going for here, part of this rhythmic groove that we're trying to build. But then on the next note, what we're going to do is get in place here at the 3rd fret with the slide over strings 5 and 4. All right, but we're just going to barely play on the 5th string as we roll through to the 4th string there. So that 5th string note could be thought of as a ghost note. You're barely hearing it, but to me it adds just a little bit of groove to this thing. It can be soft, and that kind of is a nice contrast to that big heavy note or pair of notes that we just hit, that beat 1, that strong beat. Did you hear it? It's barely there, but if you watch, you can see my thumb coming down and playing that 5th string. All right, and then once we get to that G note on the 4th string, I'm just sliding back toward the 2nd fret and then off of the fretboard. All right, so that's beat 1 and the first part of the 2nd beat. Then we're going to come back up from the 2nd fret to the 3rd on the 5th string. Roll through and hit the open E, this 4th string being tuned up a whole step in open E tuning. All right, and then pinch these two. As you do that, you want to pinch these 2 E's and then use that same technique where you're choking it out with the palm of your hand. All right, and then we're going to answer that with the rest of this riff. We're just going to, after that pinch, we're going to do a light 6th string and then the open 4th string. All right, you hear that? It's kind of like a ghost note now on the 6th string. But we're letting that 4th string ring, so it gives some more of that dynamic contour that we're trying to build here. Then we're just going to slide up on the 6th string from the 2nd fret on our way to the 3rd, and then hit that open E on the 4th string again. All right, loop that around and you've got yourself the making of a nice groove. And of course, you may want to get out of position and play through a progression here. You can come up to the 5th fret, play around with some notes. You've got yourself the making of a cool little 12-bar blues-based tune. Once you've got the basics down and you really get in that groove, then take some creative license and change the riff up a little bit. Even small little tweaks can help to expand this into something that might actually turn into a nice little 12-bar tune. right, that's it for this lesson. Be sure to hit subscribe if you dig this. Give me a thumbs up on this video and come on back next Tuesday for another Acoustic Blues lesson. Can't wait to see you back here. And until then, practice smart and play on.